Hey cuties, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. I have a grocery haul today. I haven't done one in a while, and the reason is because I'm shopping probably every 2 weeks now. My husband is back in the office, no longer remote, so I don't go through as much food. So this has been about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit over. So I have some fun things, and I'm going to share some meal ideas that I'm using this food for and some new products that I found. So I hope you stay tuned. I'm going to start over here with the produce. The vegetables are nothing fancy, probably the typical things that I buy. The romaine lettuce hearts, the carrots. We just need to refill the refrigerator with carrots. I always like to have them in case I want to make like a stew or a soup or something like that. And sometimes I'll eat them raw with a dip. And then just some tomatoes. Always have to have tomatoes. I cannot wait till tomato season. I'm excited about that. Just some mushrooms. I buy any mushrooms. I think this was a substitution on this delivery order, which is fine. What I like to do with my mushrooms is actually slice them, add olive oil or avocado oil, salt and pepper, and roast them in the oven. Oh my gosh, game changer for sure. Somebody told me about this and I'm like, really? Oh my gosh, if you love mushrooms, they're like extra flavorful that way. So that's probably what I'm gonna do with these. And then just one avocado that I'll have to probably put into a baggie because it is hard. But that's okay, in a couple days it'll be nice. Just a red onion. I'm gonna make some green beans. Again, I like to roast these, and actually I might roast them with the mushrooms. That'll be good. And then some strawberries. And of course, these can go in yogurt or whatever you want them to go into. But I wanna try that TikTok video where people are chopping these up, adding yogurt, freezing them, and dipping them in dark chocolate. So that might be a little treat. I'm just gonna make a couple, maybe two, maybe four. 2 for my mom, 2 for me, just to try it. They look so yummy. It'll be like a chocolate covered strawberry. And then over here, my typical zucchini. No big deal. Today was an orange pepper, but next is something new. These are honey mangoes. I had never heard of them. My husband knows I love mangoes, so he bought me, I think 2 or 3 when he went to the store. Oh my gosh, another game changer. They are amazing. Oh, and if you hear the booming, we're having a thunderstorm right now. So that's what that noise is. But, oh, I can't wait to have these. The ones he bought me last time, I actually put into a bowl, like a, what was like a fajita bowl kind of, but I also ate some of it just by itself. It was so delicious. And yes, they're high in carbs because they have some natural sugar, but I am not giving up fruits and vegetables like I've mentioned many times, even though I'm following low carb. And excuse me, over here, I just have some corn. Usually I buy frozen until it comes into season, which I can't wait for either. But I like to just have some on hand. I didn't feel like getting the frozen. I just got that one. I don't use it very often. I just thought it would be fun to add it to like a bowl if I'm making, again, like a Mexican style bowl. I think that would be fun. And these are just to have on hand. I've never had butter beans until this past weekend, actually 2 weekends ago, Memorial Day. Somebody made baked beans and put these in there. I love beans, so I'm gonna just keep these in the pantry for when I need beans. They're delicious. Just a white bean, really, similar to cannellini beans, which is another favorite. And then over here is some pesto. Now, I usually make my own pesto. Of course, it's not really basil season quite yet, coming soon, but I thought I could have this on hand for when I either make some pasta or I could put a little bit on some chicken just to give it some flavor. Again, I'm cooking just for myself mostly, so I wanted to have this on hand. We'll try it. I don't know how long it's gonna last in my fridge, but I'm gonna give it a try. And then over here is the yummy stuff, some Love Crunch, and I've had this before, and as I've mentioned, no, it's not low in carbs. I really count this. I mean, I'll show you what the macros are. Not good, of course. Quarter of a cup is 150 calories, and it would be 16 net carbs and 4 grams of protein. Now you see that says 30 grams is a serving. So what I'll do is I'll put my yogurt, if I have some fruit, on a scale in a bowl, and then I just weigh out. I kind of just sprinkle some in until I think it's good, and then I'll take whatever grams it is. I mean, I've gone as low as 10 grams and it was perfectly delicious. So then it's much lower in carbs and calories. So that's a nice little snack. Well, actually a dessert. And then over here, I bought some onion powder. For some reason, we don't have very much in the house, if any. I can't seem to find any, even though we have a million spices. So I like to put it on maybe my roasted vegetables, or probably that's mostly what I would use it for, but just to have on hand. Chobani Zero Sugar Milk and Cookies Yogurt. I enjoy this one. Like I said, a lot of people mentioned they didn't like it, or a few people, but I enjoy it. I only buy 2, so this will last at least 2 weeks. So I don't have it every day, certainly, maybe once a week. So I'll have 2, 1 for each week. And then over here is something new. I saw these, and I like to have something with protein in it, as I mentioned in one of my videos, which I'll put up in the cards. It's one where I talked about what I'm doing to lose weight, get on track. I've been going to the gym 3 days a week. So after I do my strength training at the gym, I come home and I usually have some kind of protein, whether it be a string cheese, a protein bar, which are not my favorite, but I do eat them. They're very high in calories too, so I am in a calorie deficit, so I do have to watch the calories too. So I thought these would be fun. There's only 3 grams of sugar, as you can see. Let me zoom in on the macros here. So it's 70 calories for the bottle, and it would be about 5 grams of carbs, a little bit less, and 10 grams of protein, and only 70 calories. Just got back from the gym. I'm having one of these 2 Good smoothies that I showed in the grocery haul, and I just wanted to tell you what I thought about it. So it is only 70 calories, and as you can see, 3 grams of sugar, and it has 10 grams of protein. I try to have a little bit of protein after I leave the gym when I'm doing some strength training. I don't like to use too many calories. You know, protein bars are can be upwards of 200 or more calories, but occasionally I'll have one. The ones I typically have are less than 200, but today I wanted to try this. So it tastes very good, and of course there's no aftertaste. It tastes just like yogurt, very thick, but I don't know how much it's gonna fill me up. I had a very small breakfast this morning, but definitely tastes good. I would definitely recommend it. And at 70 calories, it's not gonna blow all your calories just for some protein. And let's see, let's zoom over here. This is the Good Culture cottage cheese. I like cottage cheese, but actually I buy the small one because what I've been doing is, again, I saw it on some Tik Tok or somewhere, I just add a tablespoon into my eggs or egg whites, and just to add a little protein, and it makes them so creamy. So that's what I use that for. This is something new, and I actually didn't buy it. It came free with my online order. I figured I'd try it. They're probably trying to, introduce it to people, but it is a lot of calories. Let me zoom into the macros. 190 calories for this cup, and 12 carbs, a little bit less, and 10 grams of protein. So this will definitely be a treat. So I am gonna try it. Maybe I'll split it in half and have half with some strawberries or something and a little bit of the granola, but it's definitely gonna be a treat at that amount of calories. So yeah. Over here is just my Daisy Light Sour Cream. I buy it every time. Like I mentioned in many videos, I enjoy putting this alongside some eggs with some salsa. I think the combination with eggs and salsa is so good with the sour cream. So that's what I do with that. Next, on to some meat. I didn't buy too much because a very generous neighbor of ours gave us some meat that she ordered from, shoot, now I forgot the name of it. It's similar to Omaha Steaks, but she shared so much meat with us. So I only bought a few things, and mostly that meat is probably going to be for when my husband's home. She gave us like stuffed pork chops and 2 small pork tenderloin and some steaks, and yeah. So this is kind of my stuff that I have during the week. I always buy the ground turkey, always, the 93% lean, and I like the Shady Brook Farms. This is my favorite one. And yes, it's a little bit higher in fat, but I think it tastes much better even if I put it in pasta sauce or I make turkey burgers or meatballs. Just that little bit of extra fat makes it taste so good. I don't necessarily have a reason to have this. I just like to keep it in the freezer. So when I say, what am I going to have? And I said, oh yeah, I got some ground turkey. And then I can kind of work around that. And next over here is some prosciutto. And I've probably shared this before that I like to wrap this, just one piece, one slice, around a string cheese. And that's a snack if I need one. Or even after the gym, a little protein boost. So that's good. You can also cook this up in the oven and it gets crispy, and it's really good on a salad. So, okay, and I'm gonna swing over here, just some eggs, nothing special. Of course, being on low carb, high protein, I enjoy eggs. I do eat egg whites also, but I enjoy whole eggs. Okay, so this item is obviously not new, but I didn't know they had the whipped chive cream cheese. And I'll show you what I'm gonna do with that. Like I had mentioned, I was gonna show you what I'm doing with the smoked salmon and the cream cheese that I hauled in my grocery haul. And this is it. This is a 100-calorie snack. So if you like everything bagels with lox and cream cheese like I do, this is a great low-carb hack. So of course it's sliced cucumber, it's some smoked salmon, and a little bit of chives on there, and of course everything but the bagel seasoning. And for this plate, like I mentioned, it's 100 calories, 10 grams of protein, which I think is awesome, and 4 carbs from the sliced cucumber. So I hope you like this idea. Give it a try. So I'm going to show you what I want to do with this, what my meal idea is. So I'm going to take some of this, I'll measure it out, whatever the serving size is. So 2 tablespoons for 50 calories, and 2 carbs, and 1 gram of protein. And what I'm gonna do is I'll spread it on some sliced cucumber, and I'm gonna add a little smoked salmon, which I love. Some people don't like it, but I do. And I'll put some everything but the bagel seasoning. And I figured it's a good substitution for my everything bagel with the cream cheese and lox. So it'll be a lower carb version of that. And I'm sure this has lots of protein. Let's see. Yeah, it's only 80 calories for 3 ounces. 1 carb, which is good. And 17 grams of protein. So this container, let's see how many servings. I think it's the entire package. Yeah, so I wouldn't eat the entire package. I would divide it in 2 or 3 servings, but yeah, if you wanted to, for what did it say? 3 ounces is 80 calories and 17 grams of protein. Yum, yum. So I'm excited to do that this week. And then over here is just some chicken breasts. No big deal. I happen to like the Purdue. And yes, these are a little bit pricey because they're individually wrapped, but they're perfect for me. Sometimes there's like a bonus one in there and I get 6, but typically there's 5. And I use this all kinds of different ways. I mean, thousands of ways you can use the chicken when it's not seasoned or anything. So, and I like it because they trim off extra fat and there's no little like cartilage. It's just, it's nice. So I usually buy this one for myself. Granted, if I had a big family, I would definitely not buy this because it's not cost effective, but just for me, it's perfect. And over here, it's just some Swiss cheese. I haven't had Swiss cheese in a while. I just felt like having it. This is not reduced fat, right? Yeah, it's not, but let's see what the macros are. Yeah, high in calories, but 90 calories for one slice, 0 carbs, and 6 protein. Probably on an egg sandwich or just even on an omelet, they would be delicious. But also, and I'll show you what I bought to kind of go with that. I bought some turkey. This is the Oven Gold boar's head turkey. So I might make a wrap or just make a wrap without the wrap, if you know what I mean. Just kind of roll up the turkey and the Swiss cheese and maybe have a pickle as a snack. I also might use the turkey slices in some salads. I plan on making for the next 2 weeks a lot of salads. I love salad. I got some new ideas, so I'm excited about that. So that might go in a salad. Oop, I passed over this new item. So I've been seeing probably on TikTok and YouTube, people talk about these. So these are tiny, as you can see. As you can see, it says 0 net carbs. So let me turn over and we can see all the information. So 25 calories for one tortilla. And now it's got 7 grams of fiber, so it would be 0 carbs and 2 grams of protein. I have no idea what they taste like. I just saw them and I said, you know what? I want to try something different. So we're going to try those. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I may, if they crisp up, I might try to make like a little tostada type thing with some ground turkey seasoned up with taco meat, some lettuce, tomato, but we'll see. I got to play around with that a little bit. Again, I'm not sure how they taste, so we'll see. And a few months back, I had seen someone on social media talk about this chicken bacon. I bought one package. It was okay, but I kind of been thinking about it again. And I like that it's so low in fat. Let's look at the statistics again. 2 slices is only 35 calories, 1 carb, and 6 grams of protein. So I did buy some turkey sausage pretty recently. I didn't love it. I do love my veggie sausage patties, but they're always out of them. So I bought 2 boxes. They were on sale. So I'm just going to keep it in the fridge. It'll stay for quite a while just to have. And I was thinking, even if I wanted a BLT salad, that would be really good. So yeah, I'm going to keep these in my fridge. And you saw the turkey. Then over here is my egg whites. I buy a small carton because of, like I mentioned, I also eat whole eggs. That's self-explanatory. And then I got the 0 sugar Ready Whip. Again, self-explanatory. I just like to have it on hand. I don't even use it every day. I'm not a huge fan of whipped cream, but like if you have a Jell-O cup or something, it's nice to have just 2 tablespoons or so of the Ready Whip. And over here are some Celsius drinks. So I have these once or twice a week. I love these flavors, especially the watermelon and the peach. They're 10 calories each, but they have a lot of caffeine. So I use them usually on Monday and Friday. Sometimes just Monday, but that's one of my gym days. So after the weekend, I kind of get a little extra caffeine boost. So those are good. And I believe they have vitamin C in them. Every time I put it in my FitnessPal app, it comes up as being high in vitamin C. So that's good to have on hand. So I'm going to swing over and show you the other side of the island. Okay, on this side, just a few items on this side. So this is something new. These are cold brew from Califia, and I've heard of this brand. I don't think I've ever bought it, but It was on sale, plus she got some bonus or something. So these are both unsweetened. My husband really likes the medium roast or the dark roast, but I like the blonde. But we'll share all of these. I have it maybe once or twice a week if I'm not having a Celsius or a regular coffee. So these will last us quite a while. And then over here is some cooked shrimp with the tails on. So something funny about me is I used to love shrimp. Now I'm to the point where unless it's a shrimp cocktail, I'm really not interested. Occasionally I'll eat it, but shrimp cocktail is like my thing. So again, because I'm the only one home during the week, I've been making myself as part of a lunch a shrimp cocktail. And these are so high in protein. So that was another factor about why I wanted to start eating them. So let's see, they are 14 grams of protein in 3 shrimp. Only 60 calories, and of course no carbs. But these are good. I mean, yes, I could boil up my own. These taste delicious. They probably have a little salt added to them, but I make my own little cocktail sauce. I measure out everything, and it's delicious. So this is definitely a high protein part of lunch anyway, and it's good for now. We'll see how long it lasts, but for now. Okay, so this is new to me. This Real Good Foods company, I've heard of them, and I've seen a lot of people talk about what they make with these. I kind of just wanted to try them, honestly. I've tried the Bear Naked, I think it's called, the little nuggets, or the strips I think I have in the freezer. I still have them because, of course, they have a little breading, so they're going to be a little higher in carbs. But this one said 2 net carbs and 23 grams of protein. So I wanted to try it. Let's just see what the calories and all that fun stuff is. So for 4 ounces, it's 160 calories. Oh, okay, so 2 net carbs and 23 grams of protein. So just something different. I eat so much chicken, so I'm always looking for something new. And what I probably do with these is once you cook them up and hopefully they get crispy, I'll add a little Frank's Red Hot sauce and make sort of like a buffalo chicken nugget. So that would be a good thing. Even over a salad, that would be really good. Some blue cheese would be good. Some celery. So that's going to be another salad option, probably. We'll see. Over here, nothing exciting, just some frozen cauliflower and frozen baby broccoli. I love to have these 2 items in my freezer at all times. And one little tip, I now started to roast my vegetables like these, cauliflower or broccoli mostly, in the oven. Straight from the freezer, I put them on a sheet pan. I don't even add oil. I just spray them with some avocado oil spray, salt and pepper, whatever, maybe some onion powder, whatever you want to do. And I roast them like I normally would any other kind of vegetable, 425 for about 15 minutes for the broccoli because it's so small, maybe 20 minutes for the cauliflower. And then I take them out of the oven and I sprinkle it with some Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Doesn't add many calories, but it adds flavor and a little bit of protein. And they're delicious. I could really eat the whole bag myself. I won't, but I could. They're so delicious. I think it's a brilliant idea. So let me know if you try that. I'd love to know what you think about that. So this is the end of my grocery haul. I can't believe I got through it. I felt like it was so many things, but I also hope you got some meal ideas or maybe some products that you weren't sure about, or even the new little yogurt drinks. I've seen them in the store all the time and I really just wanted to try it. Okay, that's it for my grocery haul. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I would love for you to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. And check out some of my other videos. I'm going to link some below, especially the ones where I talk about what I'm doing to lose weight on low carb and a calorie deficit. So have a great night, everyone.